Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Outpost Engineer. We placed our large satellite array. Huge, it's more of a big satellite dish than an array, I think, but maybe it communicates with an array out in space. But that's going to be our tech tree. That's going to allow us to start pursuing the tech tree. So we interacted with it towards the end of the last episode, walked up, hit the E key, and it's telling us no power. So let's get some power poles. And let's run power. I'm going to run power a little bit more around the island and then come down kind of like a hub and spoke type pattern. Let's see. Maybe I'll grab some more copper while I'm over here. Swipe some of that. And let's see what we got to do to build those power poles. The concrete ones take copper cable. And I'm actually out of copper cable. So let's grab a stack of copper cable. It'll fill up pretty quick. I've purposely not been grabbing it because I've been wanting to grab the copper bars. Let's see what we can do here. We've got 50 concrete blocks. Let's make 20 of these power poles. And then while I'm thinking about it, I might grab some of this tin and then throw that in here and make some bronze and kind of our little handcrafting oven here. Put in 50 there, and I'll put in actually all that tin, and we'll get some bronze going. I'll top off the coal here. We don't have this one fed by a box. It's just kind of a makeshift handcrafted thing that we're using for now. But we'll make it cool a little bit later. Let's go ahead and switch my hotbar to power poles. And I can see they're still crafting here, but we've got a few. Let's go ahead. And again, I want to kind of follow around the island here and then branch down towards the coast. So let me pop one down. I might actually do two here. So boom. Boom again. I think we have a limited number of connections. I believe it's 5. So I'm gonna go heavy on power poles just because I want a lot of places I can branch off and have power going. So don't think it's going to be a problem resource wise to do it this way. All right, there's the satellite powered. Let's hook up these poles. Boom, boom. Let's just see how far I can do it. Not quite that far. I don't think. Yeah, there it goes. Boom. And then let's hook this up to the network here. And then this guy here. Very cool. And now let's interact with the satellite dish and see what we can do. I'm going to run up here. Hit the E key. All right. Awaiting data cube. Establishing the Earth link. Let's see if anything happens. Okay. Analysis establishes a first uplink to Earth and tests the data connection. Unlock 0 RP research points. I think that is. And it says process data cubes to gain research points. Now this one says 0, so I think I can just click this. Boom. Okay, you receive the following blueprints. Molecular analyzer. Okay, it takes 5 copper blocks, 2 copper cables, 4 bronze gears, and 1 conveyor. So we'll get to crafting that. And now the rest of the recipes we've got available to us, there's only 2 to start. They both take 5 research points, so we'll need to start creating data cubes. This one grants you the assembler blueprint, which can piece together more complex parts out of 2 or 3 ingredients. This guy, the assembler, I bet that's what we need in order to automate the belts. So we want to do that. And then logistics grants you the splitter, which can split or merge belts. Oh, very cool. So let's get to doing data cubes. And in order to do that, we need these molecular analyzers. So we're still going to have to hand shuttle some stuff around. Oh no, look at this. We've already got fungus here. So what we see here, this is a fungal bloom. And it is a result of pollution. And unfortunately, we have to take these out by hand. Wow. I didn't think we were going to get these so early. But the game has changed. And now they are spawning these a lot sooner than they used to. So these little blooms come up. Kind of, I think they spawn near the factory or where there's pollution. And then they start oozing out this mold that you have to take up by hand. Now, eventually we'll be able to get turrets, hopefully, and take these things out before they spread. But let's take a look. We're going to have to do a little bit of manual house cleaning here to make sure we don't have any more clogging up our factory. Let's go ahead and fill this box with coal while we're over here and keep that running. Let's go check the other part of our factory real quick for fungal blooms. We can grab some more coal while we're over there. I just want to check and make sure we don't have a problem brewing now that those are starting to show up. I'm not sure if that was a result of placing the satellite dish down or if that started before the satellite dish was down. But it's something we're now going to have to kind of keep an eye on, unfortunately. Okay, while I'm here, I'll grab some concrete blocks. We'll let that thing just keep going. Should go infinitely. And then let's see about crafting a molecular analyzer. Now that fungal bloom I just took up, if we look in my inventory, I've got all this mycelium. I can actually use that in the molecular analyzer we're about to create or build. I can feed that in there and actually get data cubes out of it. So it's not all waste. We'll actually get some use out of that. All right, let's head over to our crafting table. Again, I've got a bucket of coal in my pocket. Maybe I should feed this guy at least. He's running low. And keep that humming along. Let's see what I need to do. I think I need to handcraft a couple things here. Okay, we need 5 copper blocks. That shouldn't be hard. Let's come in here. And I'm just going to do exactly 5 because I don't know if there's much use for these outside of this process. Where are they? Okay, 4. Did I just do 4? Let's do one more. Boom. All right, there's our 5 copper blocks. What else do I need? I got 2 copper cables, got plenty of those, and I need 4 bronze gears. I got bronze going back here, cooking away. We can feed some more in there too, and whoops, keep this bronze cooking. Can always get more tin and copper. Let's get a bunch of these gears. I know we're gonna need them. All right, can we do our first one? It looks like we almost can. There we go. Now, molecular analyzers, we can feed them anything, any product we want. And the way they work is the longer you feed them a certain type of product, the less research points you get from that. I'm going to drop a torch over here just for light effect. In fact, we need to go make more torches too. But yeah, so we can feed the molecular analyzer coal, we can feed the molecular analyzer copper, or we can feed the molecular analyzer copper ingots, copper wire, belts, mycelium, iron ore, iron bars, iron plates, all that kind of stuff. And again, like early on, as you feed it iron bars, for example, you'll get maybe a research point for your first iron bar. Then you'll get the next research point or data cube from your next 5 or 10 bars. And then you got to wait for 25 or 50 bars before you get that third data cube. So that's the kind of way it works. The more you feed it, it's diminishing returns. So we're probably going to be feeding molecular analyzers a bunch of different products. Now let's just see what makes the most sense to do. We can start by feeding a molecular analyzer just a raw ore. And we see that this whole line, we've got an abundance of tin ore here. So I may just pop a molecular analyzer over here temporarily to get us started. It's not too far from the satellite dish. So let's try it. I'll show you what I mean. Boom. We'll just grab another inserter here. This is semi-temporary. But once we get the data cubes, we get some research going. Then we're going to be able to unlock some of the machinery that we want for a more permanent setup. Right now, it's kind of, we're kind of doing a little bit of ad hoc, very quick production. Now, this guy, I believe, has a belt out the back. So let's do it. I think this will work right here. Boom. And then I think we actually have to put a belt on the back of this thing. I'm not sure. Let's try it without a belt. I'll put a copper box here and another inserter, or last inserter. We need to make more of these. That's another thing, in addition to the belts that we're going to want to automate. This guy's going to need power. Let's pick a recipe. I guess it doesn't need one. It just automatically takes whatever you feed it. But it is going to need power. Let's run another power pole. Grab my toolbars here. And let's pop one. Let's pop a power pole right here. Grab our cable, hook that up. Boom. And then hook this guy up here. Okay. A little bit hard to see at night. There it goes. So we're now analyzing the tin ore. It's going to take a few times. Now, I think we can pull out of here. We'll have to see. I may need to belt this out. And it's showing how many scans we have until the next data cube. We got one last scan. It's doing it now. Boom. There's our data cube. Now, let's see if this inserter is going to be able to grab it or if I got to run a belt. Looks like I might need to run a section of belt. Ooh, what's going on with our power? Is our power down? Oh, I see another one of these fungal blooms. We better get this thing early. Let's do it. Let's take this guy out. It's going to keep us busy, isn't it? All right. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. All right. Let's see. I think what's happening here is we got to have a belt. So let's take this guy out and this guy out. And do I have any belts? I don't know. I may need to craft some. Yeah, it looks like I need to craft some. Let's go do that. A lot of handcrafting in the beginning. Let's do at least 10 of those. We can go, we could run over there and just make sure there's no fungus floating around. I don't see anything. The coast looks kind of clear. I think we're safe. Let's instead see about crafting some more torches so we have some light at night. These are copper bars and sticks. How many sticks do I have on me? 10? Let's just use them all up. You can always get more. In fact, I thought there was a bush right nearby. Maybe not. Yeah, I thought there was a bush right... Nope. I thought it was right over here. I guess not. All right, that's our other stuff. We got our belts. Let's place one down. I think this is going to help. And the little bright spot goes that way. Nice. Now I think we can do it with a inserter. Pull from there. And pop it in the copper box. Nice. So there we go. We got our first data cubes being created. That is good. That's going to bode well. We may want to get some more of this going. Because again, it looks like we're getting a bunch of data cubes, but this is going to slow down really fast. How are we doing on coal? That guy's good on coal. Let me grab all the bars out of here so that guy can keep going. So let's see. Let's craft another molecular analyzer. Okay, we need 5 more copper blocks. Where are those? Whoops, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what else do we need? We're good. Boom. Now this one, what do we want to do? We're doing ore. I could right next to it pull iron bars out and feed those into 1-2. Now, I don't know if we're going to starve this out. That's the only thing. If we do that, it might be a little too much. But we could do a production line right next to this with another ore miner, a furnace, and then a molecular analyzer again, and get some data cubes out of the iron bars or the tin bars. That's definitely an option. Let's go grab the ones we've got. We've got 5 in there. That's going to get us our first research. Let's go do that while we're thinking about where we want to place our next molecular analyzer. So I'll just hit E to interact. And I think I got to go to my inventory and drag in the data cubes. Boom. There they go. Okay, so it says sending data report. Okay. Takes a bit of time to send each data cube back to Earth. Then it gets processed and we get a research point. So we got our first one. It's going to process the other 4 cubes. And then I think we'll want to pick this automation blueprint first. Once we get the 5 research points. We've got 2. It's going to take a second. What can we do here while we're waiting? Keep an eye out for the fungus, that's for sure. And yeah. Let's see. Why don't we add another line here for the iron ingot production? Let's do it. We need a miner. I need to make a bunch of stuff. Let's make a mining drill. And we need a furnace. Oh, we're going to need more coal, though, for the furnace stuff. Let's see. That's kind of a bummer. The hand feeding of coal is not very cool. I'm not crazy about doing that. How do we want to do this? Let's get some more inserters while I'm thinking about it. We know we need those. Copper bars and bronze gears. Let's go make some more bronze gears. Okay. Some more inserters if I can. Tin plates. I think I've got those in a container here. Let's grab all of those, and we may want to think about hooking this back up. Let's grab the rest of those iron bars, and let's put our inserter back down here so we can replenish the tin plates I just took out of there. And hopefully that miner can keep up supplying the molecular analyzer and our little smelting line here for the tin plates. And then I guess we were thinking of, doing the belts. But we got to unlock the automation. Let's go see if our research completed. And again, we got to keep an eye out for that fungus. Man, it sure came on early now. So that's going to keep us it's going to keep us on our toes. All right, there we go. Establishing the Earth link. All right, we've got 5 research points. Let's do automation, man. Boom. Okay, cool. You received the following blueprint. Assembler pieces together more complex parts out of 2 or 3 ingredients. That is awesome. Takes an inserter, a conveyor, and 3 copper cables and 2 constructors. Wow, it's not cheap. But that I think is what we need in order to automate the belts. And then we unlock some more tech that we can do. Logistics we already had. Iron processing, gain knowledge on how to process iron ore. Wow, 10 research points. So the cost is going up here. Silica extraction. Okay, gain knowledge on how to process sand and smelt it into silica shards. Again, 10 research points. 1 research point per data cube. We're making data cubes, but it's going to be slow. Those first 5 come quick. The second 5 come much slower. And then the third 5 come way slower. See, we've only got 2 now. So we want to get more of this kind of setup going for our other minerals or our other ore miners. And then even our refined products, we can feed into the molecular analyzer. I don't know that we can, alternate recipes. I guess, yeah, see how it takes 26 scans of the iron ore in order to produce the next data cube? If I threw another inserter here and started feeding it iron bars, I don't know if that would kind of mess things up. I don't know that it would be terribly efficient either. So I'm probably going to stick to at least one molecular analyzer per product or per mineral that we analyze. I'm not going to have a molecular analyzer process any more than a single material in the game. So we'll end up with a bunch of those. Okay, we're getting some daylight here. Let's just take a look around, make sure there's nothing, no trouble brewing. Really want to get those belts automated. Let's see now if we can make that. There's our machine, the assembler. We need 2 constructors. I can make one. Looks like I can make 2 of those. So once that's done crafting, let's get to making an assembler and seeing if we can't automate the belts. There's our assembler. Boom. We'll get that crafting and then we'll just see what we can do with it over here. We're planning on doing it over this way. We're going to have to handcraft a bunch of belts to bring over to the copper wire. Whoops, I don't need that. Let's go into the inventory. And what do we want to do? Just looking for a spot on the hotbar to place this guy. How about here on the first one? Where is it? This guy, assembler, let's put him here. I don't think we're going to be making more of those stone blocks, chopping blocks or carving blocks. All right, let's see how big this guy is. Not too bad. Looks pretty cool. Does it have a belt? Now, some of these have a belt that comes out. That almost looks like a belt here at the front of this thing. In fact, that one does too. Let's just experiment with something here. If I put a belt in the front of this thing, it looks, the belt kind of looks a little bit like stone. Yeah, so we could be outputting that on a belt. I always forget. Now, this one will allow an inserter to take out of it, so it's not a big deal. You can see there's a belt texture here, so we can always belt straight out from our constructors. We can probably do the same for the assemblers. Let's see. Let's plunk this thing down. We'll have the belt come out forward, but we're going to try and do an inserter anyway. So let's grab one of those. Boom. We're going to pull out of it like that and into just a copper box, I guess, for now. And then we're going to feed this guy. We need to do some carving out here. Let's see. We're going to need to feed this guy copper wire, right? It's going to come off a belt like that. And so let's head over to the copper and see how we can belt this. We're going to, boy, I don't know. Is it worth digging all this out? Let's craft some belts. We're going to need a lot more than we got. So what is this one? That one looks okay. Let's craft one of these. And how many tin plate? We got a bunch of tin plates. We got a bunch of copper. Well, we only got 4 copper coils. We're going to need copper cables. We'll need to go get more of those. Let's do that. We should have a bunch in here. How's our coal doing? It's all right. Let's top it off. Let's grab another stack or 2 this time of copper cables. In fact, let me grab the copper that accumulated in here. Boom. So we have it. We'll grab some bronze out of here. Boom. This guy needs more coal. We're going to have to go fetch coal, unfortunately. Let's do a bunch of belts. Let's see. Very hard to read that little number down here. I'm not sure how many I've got queued up. Let's go fetch some coal real quick. We know that's going to be a problem. There's our little tree, the little bush I was thinking of. Maybe we'll come here and grab some sticks too for power poles. Although, let's see. Yeah, actually can make those out of, oh, torches. For torches, I wanted these. That's right, not power poles. Let's grab some sticks here. We'll just make the rounds. We'll grab some concrete blocks. Also, those seem to stack pretty high. You can see that thing is still working over there in the background. All right, we'll grab 20 of these. Good enough. We'll grab some coal and we'll grab some of these concrete blocks. How we doing here, fellas? 60. Ooh, I thought we would have had more than that. How are we doing on power? All right, production 5 of 16. Capacity 60. Satisfaction 100%. 5 out of 16. I'm not sure how to read this. What this is telling me. The satisfaction is a good number, 100%. Looks like we can produce 62. We're producing 61. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. I'm not totally sure how to read those numbers. What this 4 out of 16 means. Not quite sure. All right, let's grab a couple that just plopped in there. Get some coal out of here. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'll grab one stack out of here. I think we're safe doing that. And then we're going to need to run a power pole over to our assembler here and pick a recipe. I think we can use this same power pole. Let's do it. Let's get some power to that guy. Boom. Boom. And then let's get a recipe going. We want this guy conveyors. Awesome. That'll at least get it loaded with inventory. But again, we got to bring copper wire over here. And it's going to be quite a trek belt-wise. Not sure that I have everything I needed or everything I need crafted just yet. So we know there's a belt on this, right? So let's make use of the belt that comes out of the constructor. Maybe we can get some of them out of here this way. Boom. Right? Maybe that will work. Let's see. Let's grab the other conveyor slope and pop that down. I'm not sure which one's up and down. Should be able to tell from the picture. Is that one the up? Let's see. That is the up. But we have stuff in our way. Let's take up this one. Let's try it this like this. And then maybe one of these like that. That. And then we need to start heading this direction, right? So if I hit the control and then click, whoops, and it builds them all towards me. So that saves some time. Let's try that over through here. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll find out. Okay, so I think we probably... Nice, look at that. I just did a control click and it built towards me. So that saves a lot of time. Now down here, we're going to have to come... Let's see, where do we need these coming in? Right here. So let's start working back this direction just so we can see how we're going to do this. Probably getting into hilly terrain here. I don't think I can drop one. Let's take this guy up and do a downward slope. I think that is this guy. Boom. Back to the regular. That. Okay. That. And then we need to kind of eyeball how far back. Fortunately, this tree is going to be exactly in our way. That's all right. That's why we got a pickaxe. Let's take him out. Sorry, buddy. But we'll make use of the wood somehow. Okay, let's come back to this line and see if we can't bring it over. I probably need to go make more belts. I don't have many left. Let's get this guy oriented right, and then I'll do another control click. And that's it. I got to go get more. You can see where we're going here, right? So here comes the wire. We're going to feed that into that assembler. It's already got plates getting loaded in, and then we're going to get belts automated, and we won't have to do what we're about to do right now, which is handcraft more belts. In the meantime, we're molecularly analyzing tin ore. I believe that's tin, right? And it's going to take a long time for us to get a bunch of data cubes out of that. But at least that process is started, and we'll want to get more molecular analyzers down. But I do want to kind of prioritize getting these belts automated, because that's going to save us a lot of time as well. We've got 2 data cubes in our pocket here. We can run those over to the satellite array at some point. All right, more belts. Let's see. Yeah, it's really hard for me to read the number there in the bottom. So I can't tell how many we're going to get. It's just too small for my eyes. Let's see, these take... Okay, I need more tin plates. So we've got those being constructed over here still. We grabbed coal. Let's top it off. Ooh. Oh, whoops. Tin plates are here. Yeah, the other thing we need to do is pull tin plates out into a storage box. So we need to make more inserters. So we're kind of taxing this line. We're going to need to scale up production pretty significantly. Grab the bronze out of here. Top off the coal. Keep that thing going. I've got plenty of tin. Let's go ahead and feed that thing some tin and some copper. Make some more bronze gears here while I'm thinking about it. And I got a copper box. Yeah, I'm going to try and pull out some of these tin plates into a box. In fact, I probably didn't need this buffer here, although it's allowing me to steal some like that. There's a bunch in here I can steal. But let's set up a little temporary thing here just to hopefully cache some of these for us when we need to do some handcrafting. That didn't go where I wanted it. I'll just take it up. Boom. And now this guy is waiting on the copper wire. Let's finish our little route here. Okay, we'll do try and do another control click if I can get this guy to sit where I want him. Okay, that worked. We're gonna have to come up though, I think. Yeah, let's take this guy up. And then is this the upward? Yeah. And now we're back to these guys. See if I can get this guy to line up. Whoops, had it. There it is. Boom. Boom. Okay, now it's lifting it up for me. I want to come back down. That's up. That's down. That's that. And I'm out of belts. Getting close. And then once we have this, we'll have them automated. At least an initial rudimentary line automated. Ooh, look at there's the MK2, the level 2 ones. I think those are faster. I'm not sure why that's showing up so early. All right, let's make more. Tin plates, I've only got 3, so it's only going to let me make 3 of these. Let's see if we have any more tin plates over here. I could handcraft some if I have to. All right. In fact, maybe I will handcraft a few of these. How much tin do I have on me? 50. Let's craft up 20 of those by hand, just so we have them. We're real close here to getting this belt connected. Let's keep it going if we can. Boom, 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 boom. And we're going to have to come down. Can we come down this hill? I think there's the downward. There's the regular, and now we want to rotate. I think this works. If I remember from last time I played, I'll find out. And again, I'm out of belts super fast. Should be able to make more. Let's find out. We're still hand crafting tin plates. So while those are crafting, because that's going to kind of hold up the belts, let's grab our data cubes. We got 5. So with 5, we can, well, let's just get them fed in there. It's going to take a little bit of time for the research to take place. So let's just load them in. Bring up my inventory. I'm just going to drag them in. Or maybe I can control click. No. Shift click. No. Right click. No. Just got to drag them. All right. We'll let that do its thing. Eventually we'll belt those in and insert it. Use an inserter to get them in there. I think that works. See, we got bronze going here. I got 24 gears on hand. That's not bad. Can I do my belts? Yeah, it's starting to craft my belts, so that's good. And I got room to do 12 more. I'll do that, and then I'm going to grab some more of these plates while we're at it. All right, let's connect this up so we can get the belts. Okay, cool. So that worked. Copper cable is able to make that sharp turn there at the bottom of the ramp or the sloped conveyor. Oops, a little bit of a misplace. Right click to pull that back up. Boom. Now, soon, we should have a copper box full of belts, which will be awesome. There's a plate here. I'll go ahead and steal that. Now, what I don't know of is if this is going to be able to keep up or who's going to get the tin plate, right? We have tin plates back there. Whoops, I got my conveyor belt selected. Let me hop over here. So I got tin plates coming in here, and this guy needs tin plates as well. So I'm not sure if this one's always going to steal them. I kind of want them going that way. What I might do is pull this up and then create a separate line for tin plates, right? Let's see how this guy's keeping up. No, he's getting exhausted too. Trying to supply both of these needs. So what we can do, let's fix some of this. I don't want this molecular analyzer sitting idle waiting for ore because that's going to take a long time. So let's pop down another mining drill and another inserter here. Just like this, and get that powered up. See how we're running out of power poles? Like very quickly. I'm going to pop another power pole down here, actually, in the middle. To power that new one. Maybe we'll use one of these wood ones up. Boom. We got to connect that a couple different ways. Let's take up this wire if we can. Okay, I got that pretty successfully off of there. This you can now connect to you. You can connect to you. So that restores the connection that we disconnected just now. And let's put a new connection from our new power pole over to our new mining drill. And then let's take up this guy right here. Whoops, that one. And now that mining drill will be used just for the molecular analyzer. And this one here will be used just for our production of belts. We want that going. We don't want to starve that out. This again is our coal. It's feeding our smelter temporarily. Eventually we'll run a belt of coal down here. We should see conveyors in here. Look at it. Check it out. It beats handcrafting them. So that is awesome. That is very, very cool. We've got a little bit of floating ore here. I'm not sure why that's there. But that's just a glitch here, just a little graphical glitch. Doesn't look bad actually floating there. It tells me what they're mining. All right, this guy's doing his thing. We only got one data cube now. So all that time, you remember the first 5, they came out pretty quick, but then they get slower and slower as we go. All right, wow, I just looked at the clock. We are way over time. let's wrap this one up. Boy, we made a lot of progress. We researched some stuff. We got conveyor belts automated. That's huge. That's going to save us a ton of time. We got our molecular analyzer producing our first data cubes. It's going to get slower and slower, so we need to put more of those down, and we've got one in our inventory. And so maybe the next thing we do, now that we've got the belts automated, if we can accumulate enough of them, let's get a line of coal out here somehow. We can either tap that coal resource that's way out in this direction, or we can throw another mining drill on the coal resource that's fueling our power plant way out in that direction. But somehow we need to get coal out to all of these furnaces. And we probably need to put some more furnaces down here too and get a new line to produce the iron or the tin plates for us, because we're using them all right now on the conveyor belts, and we probably will be for a long time. We're probably going to burn through conveyor belts pretty fast. That's my guess. And then this episode, we also experimented with concrete blocks. I'll need to pull up more of this terrain and then replace it with the concrete blocks so we get a better kind of more consistent look. But cool. For now, this is Glidercat signing off saying, hey, if you like this content, give a thought to giving it a thumbs up. That helps my tiny channel grow, and I'd appreciate it. But until then, I'll see you next episode. Thank you.